Hey, hey.
Good evening.
Lord have mercy. Oh my God.
God damn it.
Week in and week out.
So, you need to take a sticky note, put it on your laptop.
Yeah, just
It
put it on
says
the screen.
unmute.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Tom?
Unmute. Hi, Tom. Yeah, well, we're going to end up doing that. I can see that right now.
Well, he's going to have to do it. We can't do it for him.
Yeah, I know.
Well, actually, let's call Mama Millet.
Yeah.
Yeah, she probably would do something about it.
Might
I,
be.
I'd heard her in the background earlier.
Yeah, she and I were talking about because she had gotten home from work not too long ago, and yeah, she got home from work not too long ago. Was just kind of asking me about how today went and whatnot. So, of course, obviously, you guys know the news all too well about what's happening with my job in 2 months since I sent that video message. But it is what it is.
Yep. Yep. Usually it's a door to something new, something better.
I'm really hoping so because the only thing I'm just going to say about that is since we're closing down, I would not miss the job at all whatsoever, especially the way how I've been treated and still being treated over there. I'm not going to miss it one bit. I'm not going to think, months, years, and think, man, I had a good time there. No, I'm not going to. The only thing I am going to miss, obviously, is the benefits that I'm getting.
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
Okay, so
that's usually the biggie.
I'm
Yeah,
going to try
no.
to do this without calling Zach in here, but we have something kind of fun here. And hold on. Okay, I've got directions. Okay,
Something he put on the computer that
all right. We are going to.
Yeah, excuse me.
Let's
Whoa.
see if we can do this.
okay, that was awesome.
Yeah, Adrian actually was telling me about it this morning. He was asking me, in fact, while I was getting ready for work, he was asking, saying, "Am I coming?"
Um, what just happened there, Nick? You may want to remove and come back because you ain't working. It shows he's got full bars
It does.
and then shows offline.
Yeah, I. And there he goes.
Okay, he figured it out. Jeez.
Well, let me look on my radar and see if there's anything going on in his area. No, nothing's going on storm wise.
Is he in the basement?
Yeah,
Okay. Well,
but at the basement he gets better reception than he does in his bedroom.
that Nick forgot to plug in his laptop. Okay.
He probably did.
That makes sense.
Yep, there it is. Internet went out.
Um, some things still require cords.
There's a storm that nothing showed up on my radar.
Hmm. Let's see.
Oh no, there is something there. It just didn't load up quick. So yeah, he is going through a storm right now.
Well, okay.
Well, that ends the show, folks. Have a good night.
Well, at least we got that in, right?
We did. That was pretty awesome. Thank you.
we this morning I woke up and looked at the phone and it come across there that it was your birthday. I was like, holy fuck. So I'm digging through your Facebook. Luckily you have pictures on there from quite a few time frames. I was like, okay, well, this is what we're gonna do. And I asked Zach, I said, can we do a PowerPoint on there? Because I can do that while I'm at work. And he said, well, you can share a PowerPoint, but I don't think that's what you want to do. He said, just send me the pictures. I was like, okay.
So I was able to do that all today. Then
He was able to do it in less than 15 minutes.
nice.
He does that all day. Makes little videos and stuff. So I was like, okay. And then I sent him the little word cloud I did, and he says, do you care if I change it up just a little bit? Because I got an idea. So, yeah. So he did that part of it. It was supposed to be just a little picture with your name and words around it, but
Yeah,
he fixed it. So
that's pretty cool. I do like that. Because I ended up doing a video for Mary last week, and Shane messaged me. Oh, now he's back.
Yeah, sorry guys, my damn internet connection went out. So we do have a storm. I messaged in the chat about. I think we got a storm nearby, so it might be causing the internet issues.
Oh, you froze there for a second again.
are you plugged in?
Oh, I'm still here. I'm still
Well, it's
here.
not a matter of his laptop being plugged in. It's a matter of his router um, still getting
Tom.
my
Pickle Tom.
ah.
Yeah, I was like, I was like, after what I said, I noticed just like how unbelievably quiet it was, and then I noticed you guys were frozen. Like, oh no, don't tell me it's what I think it is.
Yeah,
That's why I looked on the bottom. Like,
you
damn
had
it,
literally just started speaking when you froze.
Yep.
No, what I was trying to say was Adrian actually messaged me this morning in regards to the video we just showed, asking if I was going to be on tonight, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to be on, especially since it's your birthday." Yeah, she said if anything, she was going to send me the video just in case what if anything interfered with her schedule. But that is the first time I saw a video. That's fantastic, Adrian.
That's all Zach.
Oh, Zach who did that. Okay.
That's all Zach. Well, I I was I don't know how to do all this stuff, and I don't have Canva on my work computer. I can't put it on there. So he does all that all day. So
Tom, you're probably getting the no. He yelled it.
Yeah, I did. Pickle Tom.
That's the part that I don't like when he yells it because that hurts my ears. I tell him that
every time, okay, so every time he does that from now on, we put a cockroach up on the screen next to his face.
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
Oh God.
That
Goddamn,
could be the
Adrian.
equivalent of the shock collars that you got for your dogs.
Uh-huh.
Oh God, no. Damn
Yeah,
it.
we put a big old roach coming across the screen at his face.
I'm gonna have to start. Well, in that case, I'm just gonna have to stay quiet about it for a while till you guys forget about it.
Oh yeah, 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 like we forget about it. Yeah, that's gonna happen about like you remembering to unmute.
Yeah, yeah.
And then every time you yell that, it's gonna come across the screen and stay at your mouth.
Tom,
Better have
you're
some luck
probably
swing with
getting the storms that we got earlier because on my phone it showed that we were not supposed to get anything until 6 p.m. tomorrow. And I was over at Dad's house. We had cake. Um, I was supposed to make enchiladas today, but when I woke up this morning, I felt like shit.
Do you have your air conditioner going in your room?
I do.
Is it like central?
Yeah, I got central air. It's actually the unit is outside this window right here.
You may want to check that and make sure it's not got any pollen, mold, something in it, because Zach deals with that constantly, and especially wearing that CPAP,
Yeah.
it stuff will stay in there.
Oh well, this is the first time I've gotten a sinus attack in a while.
I tell you what, I don't know what is going on this year, but my grandbaby, she's 12, and I got a message from my daughter, said, "Mom, I don't understand what's going on." And I guess she had such severe headaches that it was causing vomiting, and she couldn't sleep for 2 days. And so I was thinking migraine. She's got a migraine. And she said, no, I took her to the doctor and they said she has a sinus infection. She has so much fluid behind her ears. She said, but I don't believe them because she hasn't had any drainage or stopped up. I said, that's the problem. It's all up in here and in her ears. So you're not going to see it, hear it.
and, and
It's
something's not allowing it to come out.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And she kept passing out from the pain. And then she just cry and cry and cry. And she said, Mom, I can't help my baby. I don't know what to do. And I'm like,
That's the worst part of being a parent when there's something wrong with your kid and you don't know there's nothing you can do.
yeah,
Right, right. It's very frustrating, and of course, very stressful. Of course.
and everybody handles it so different.
Yeah.
You have some that are just the loving, breakdown type. And I get pissed. Like I get pissed. Like, because why can't I do something about it? I control freak is the whole. I need to control
It's
it.
not just control freak, but it's also the frustration that okay, this is my child. I'm supposed to protect my child, and right now I can't do that.
Yep. Yeah, and then she ended up with a rash all over her. So they were thinking, maybe she allergies, something. But yeah, it took about 3 days of severe antibiotics and um, Jan. Yeah, Jan had her boil water and put a towel over her and breathe that in for a little bit. And the combination of everything helped, but my goodness, that had to be awful. I don't know why sinus infections are so bad right now.
I know.
Yeah, well, it's getting me. I could feel it coming the last couple of days. I could feel a little tickle in my throat, and then this morning when I woke up, it's oh my my throat was killing me. My head was stuffed up. Um, my nose is running. So right now my throat is fine. After I started eating and drinking, and it was fine. But I know tomorrow morning is going to feel the same way.
Oh yeah,
Right, right.
till you wash it down.
Yeah.
Yep. That's this time of year is like, people talk about wintertime. Well, hello. I thought you went the other direction.
Yeah, very much so.
Happy birthday there, Fuzzy.
I got all the white here to prove how old I am.
There's
Well, that's why I got to keep cutting mine down. So yeah, because mine always looks like that too. So,
I'm,
but anyway, happy birthday, man! I just wanted to come up and say it.
I am 45. I don't look a day older than 50, and I feel many days older than 80.
I kind of feel good at 54.
Yep, and I hear retirement age is going up to like it's going up 2 months every year or something. So I won't be able to retire till I'm 75? Hell, I don't know. As long as I can keep my cognitive abilities about me and my voice, I'll be okay.
My mom is still working. She's 70. So,
I'll be able to as long as I can keep my cognitive
Yeah.
abilities
Well-
and the ability to not cuss somebody out.
well, in addition to her too, well, it's about to change, but same thing with her brother, one of my uncles. He's actually been working at Home Depot, I think, for well over 30 years. And we said for several years that he could retire anytime if he wanted to, because he's got such, hey Noreen, he could retire pretty much any day that he wanted to. And I just found out that he's finally retiring. He too is in his early 70s as well.
I'm not waiting that long because who knows if you're going to live that long. Now, if you're bored, that's a whole different story.
That's the reason why my uncle's been working this entire time, because believe it or not, one of my uncle, he's also got, I think he's got autism himself. And so when he works at Home Depot, to him it's more about kind of the socializing than the actual job itself, because if he retires, what do you do then? You don't want to stay home every day. And he also works the night shift, because unlike in my case with my store, he doesn't want to deal with customers. So he works the night shift at Home Depot.
We have like the older people that like door greeters at Walmart. We have some of them here. We used to have some that were mentally challenged that would go get carts or door greeters. But now that door greeters have to
Hey,
Riggleton, what are you doing here?
what am I doing
looks
here?
like he's sitting there.
It's this guy's birthday. I have to come on and say happy birthday. during the first.
It looks like he's sitting there. I
am.
don't know what the question is there, Nick.
I am. I'm just sitting here. I'm taking a break from building stuff in our Minecraft world.
Minecraft, I figured.
Well, you saw the messages I sent. I was doing this big
Yeah, I
unveil,
did.
and Kate was the only one there to see it. But that's fine. That's fine.
Well, and that actually answers another question, because Tom McNicholas sings where my decorations are. Well, you know what? I've already been putting my 4th of July decorations up.
He finally covered up that damn hole that I keep looking at
what?
the mark on my screen.
Well,
I will say right now that it's not.
Something up there, so I'm
that
not
hole
trying to scratch at it.
that
Well,
hole is a place for cockroaches to come out.
But you know what? I like the bunny ears up there better, because like when he sits up, it looks like the bunny ears are coming out his head, and it's hysterical.
But it's
Nick,
not.
you been to Playboy lately?
Well,
now
I
we
mean-
know.
Well,
Now we know.
there we go. That's what we will do. We will get Playboy stickers and put it right there on that hole.
Listen, Nick does have his own OnlyFans, by the way. I'm just saying, if you guys wanted to look it up.
But no, bottom line is that's why I couldn't join last night, because I had to start decorating. And although what you see looks like it's not even fully complete, I just only got so far the non-electrical stuff up.
It took him an hour to put that
After
ribbon
this,
up.
I'm going to start putting the lights up.
I believe it.
It took him an hour to put that ribbon up, and
Actually,
then
no.
and then he had to eat dinner at 9:00, and then he had to work out, and then he had to talk to his mom, and then and this is why he's always late for everything. You know?
I heard that conversation before we started.
Yep.
You
Well, I
do
can tell you
understand.
right now, I mean, at the very least, as far as decorations are concerned, I'm already halfway done. So I'm moving pretty quick.
Nick, you do understand 4th of July is like coming.
Week.
Yeah, I know it is.
We-
The reason. So I'm just gonna say,
So
I do this every year. I start putting
Next
decorations up after June 25th because unlike the other holidays, which are either in the middle or near the end of the month, or the July in this case is at the beginning of the month. So I basically put them up a few days in advance because it's a lot of work.
well, you know, 4th of July usually is at the beginning of the month. I mean, I don't know about every year, but you know, I mean, usually it's at the beginning of the month. At least within the first week, we'll say.
Yeah, that's why I put the decorations up like a week in advance.
I have been really good this year. I'm not decorating for work, of course, but we have our backgrounds for Teams meetings and things like that.
Yeah.
So my background at the beginning was Juneteenth, and then it went to the Pride. And
Wait,
now
shouldn't it
it's
have been
gonna
the
be-
Pride first? Because the Pride started at the beginning of the month.
It did, but since we're doing the parade this Sunday, and my dumbass decided it was a good idea to go walk in the heat with my job.
You don't got to tell me.
Yeah, we did the Juneteenth first because we had the panel of the Divine Nine that came on, and so we did that meeting, and then here we are, Pride Month, and we get like what 1 week of it, and then transfer to July. But at least we're gonna do something for it anyway. If
But
it's
then
a
you get a
holiday,
little break. You get
I'm
a little
for it.
break after the 4th of July because until the next one, because the next one's not till what, September. So you know, there's a break in the holidays.
Well,
And
even
the-
then,
and the-
I mean,
Well, as
going
far as
celebrations.
major holidays, yes, but they're
Yeah.
every single day has something.
Oh, I know. It's redheaded guys named Fran national holiday, and it's. I mean, they've
Should-
made so many. It's
And,
ridiculous.
and I'm thankful they do, because that gives us we have like our company's like a Fortune 500 company, so we have so many employees in each department. So we only do our department, and the spirit team will do like whatever day it is. We'll try to spin off on that day. And I think which made me just realize I fucked up today because it was I was supposed to do something today.
She said the F word.
I very much
Kidding me?
often do.
I would listen. All this fucking cursing and shit. I would never do it ever. Well, on my live feed, on somebody else's, sure.
I don't do it on anybody else's.
She handles that, but we also come in and we talk about boobies and Illinois. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Why not combine a bunch of things and talk about cockroach boobies?
Oh, God.
Okay, so Lily says happy birthday, Jeremy. She just
you
came
can
in to
get
say
milk.
hi.
You
Thank
can
you.
get milk from a cockroach. You can.
Boy, what a conversation you just walked into.
And Tom says so many fake boobies.
That's why I mentioned that.
There is no such thing as a fake booby. If it exists, it's real. I'm just saying. I've been to
Whether
many strip clubs in my time.
It doesn't matter if there's anything on the inside or not.
Right. Whether it's silicone or fatty tissue or whatever, they're boobs, man. They have nipples. I mean, it's great. It's a good thing. I love boobs.
Yeah, we had to teach Nick what motorboating meant. I couldn't teach him on live, so we had to send him directions.
Well, I mean, I don't have much of man boobs, but I can come by Chicago and he can practice if he wants. Matter of fact, he's probably got more man boobs than I do. Maybe I should do it to him. You know? Yeah, I'm just
Robert,
saying.
what the holy hell are you talking about?
Roach milk on Yahoo corn. What are Yahoo cornflakes? Is that like
What is
cornflakes
Roach-
that are put out
Robert?
by a browser?
Robert, let's take a breath.
Oh,
Did you
Robert's
take
in
too many
chat.
pink
Hey.
pills today?
Oh, God, no.
Didn't we cover roach milk at one time?
I
Yeah, I
don't
thought
know.
we did.
If we
I
did,
seem to remember something about that.
If we
Well,
did, I was
birthday
drunk
wishes.
because, or not here because hell no, I did
Need
not.
more birthday wishes, Jeremy.
We're just rolling in.
Well, it's a birthday and it's also a bath day apparently.
And I have to address something. Like before I came on live, when I sent you that, or actually before I sent you the request for the link, you're like, oh, I'm 45. I feel like this. I feel like. Just wait 5 more years. Your whole perspective is going to change. I
Oh, yeah.
guarantee you.
Well,
Once you
What
hit
are you talking about,
50,
Tom? You're only
I know.
35 years old and you're divorced.
I know.
I wish I
You
was.
have two choices at that point. You can either get it in your head that you're young and you can do anything you damn well please, or you can sit and go, I can't do anything anymore. And that is the road you're going to take. Either way.
50 sucks. I will tell you. I mean, as a whole, my life is okay, but like physically, my inner self, me, 50 sucks. I've gone through so much. Dermatologists, they want me to go for a colonoscopy. They want me to do this. They want me to do that. Like
Yep.
That's
should get
what
the
I'm.
shit-
That's
I-
what I'm worried about.
the day before I turned 50, like literally the day before, I got my AARP
Yep.
thing in the. I'm like, you guys couldn't give me one more freaking day, really, really.
Oh, AARP. Let me tell you about that. Throw it away.
Or 7 years.
I haven't
done
Robert
anything with
said.
It really has absolutely no benefits whatsoever.
I mean, you get some discounts, but you still got to pay for it.
Right. Right. And the discounts are crap.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't look into it.
We actually joined it going, oh, okay. Yeah, this is cool. No.
Really?
No.
I thought like you got like discounts at restaurants and this and that.
You're supposed to, but there are restaurants that don't exist where we are.
Well, I do live in a major city here though, so that's.
That might be okay for you.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
high end.
I mean, Philadelphia. You can't get much more of a major city in the United States than
Yeah.
Philadelphia, outside of New York, like Manhattan and stuff like that. But,
Yeah, they're more high end. Sunday's
are.
National Paranormal Day.
That's what I was about to say. Sunday is also National
How
Paranormal
many
Day. I didn't know that
paranormal
either.
days
That-
are
that
there a year?
There are okay, so I'm going to be honest. I mean, I know we got those days, but it just seems like there's just so many of them. There's like National Paranormal Day, National Ghost Hunting Day. Just like holy
isn't that the
cow.
same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You
the
would think.
same thing. So I don't know why we have
I mean,
so
granted,
many.
all right,
National
paranormal.
Paranormal Day is back in May.
Paranormal
That's
I
what
thought
I figured.
is
so.
the study
not-
of the spiritual world.
It's not
Ghost
Sunday.
hunting is actually doing the work. So I guess there's a difference. But do they deserve 2 different days? Hell
No, because in the end, yeah, they may be two different things, but they still revolve around the same
Oh,
interest.
wait a minute. Yes, they do deserve 2 different days. Simply because there are, I think we counted 28 chocolate days in a year.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell's a chocolate day?
Yeah. There's chocolate fudge. There's chocolate milkshake day. There is chocolate donut day.
I'm
There
sure
is
there's chocolate. I'm sure there's chocolate mint day too, right?
no,
Listen.
no.
What?
The only chocolate that matters is manufactured here in my state, by the way. Hershey,
Right.
PA.
Although, let's remember, Tom.
Oh,
Kate said this to us one time during one of our Minecraft chats. Jeremy
says
and
a lot
Adrian,
of
you
things.
should know. According to Kate, she says that chocolate here, like any type, is nowhere as good as it is out in not just the UK, but throughout Europe. I guess it tastes so
No.
much
Oh, I
better.
bet.
I will tell you what. When you
I'll
go
tell you
to, I'll tell you what. When you go to Hershey, PA, and you go to the factory and you get the tour, and then you can go to Hershey World, which is just outside of Hershey Park, and take a little roller coaster ride kind of thing. Like, well, not a roller coaster, like a little guided
Little
thing.
ride.
And at the end, you get the freshest little Hershey's bar you have ever had in your life. And man, I tell you what, that was awesome. That was
Oh, I'm
awesome.
sure that when it tastes fresh. I mean, and Kate did agree to that. Like, I'm sure once that you get it like completely fresh, it's got to be awesome to try out. Because for me, I'm not much of a dark chocolate fan, but I love milk chocolate, so it's got to taste fantastic.
dark chocolate is really good, and it's supposed
Robert.
to be good for your heart.
I know it's just that because of its strong taste. I just never been that. I mean, I will make my exceptions. Like for example, like I will eat it if it's like mixed in with something, like let's say a cookie, for example. But like actually eating it by itself, I just can't do it.
You can't eat chocolate by itself. What
Good
is
Yeah.
wrong with you?
Good thing you don't get PMS, I
If you
guess.
Nick, don't forget that.
Oh,
What?
Nick does get PMS. Don't get it twisted. I've seen it.
But the cake that I had today, that's actually a Hershey cake, Hershey triple chocolate. It's real good.
I'm
I
sure
love
it
that
is.
chocolate.
That's real calories.
Is it Jeremy? Just
It's,
out,
it's
is it
real calories, but you know what? It's my birthday. I don't give a shit. I
Yeah.
mean,
So
It's
I gotta
absolutely
ask.
worth
I mean, what you got is it one of those? Is it like an actual cake, or is it like one of those pies that you got?
no, it's an actual cake. Got it at the Walmart bakery.
Okay, yeah, because we have at our store we have something like that, but it's actually like a pie you get out of it, and we actually had that for my birthday earlier this year. Although it wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be, so we haven't really had it since. But yeah, I definitely agree. It's full of calories.
There,
Yeah,
there
but
is
it's worth
a
it,
good
man.
pie that I used to get years ago. I want
Robert,
to say it's a Marie Callender brand, but it's a chocolate pie, and it's got chips on it. It's real good.
Tom, see what Robert said.
That's why Nick needs an adult. Yeah.
To tell him to eat chocolates.
My left hand is starting to form like a boxing glove. I don't know if you can see how swollen that is.
Why?
I got stung by a wasp yesterday,
Oh, jeez.
and I was
All right.
fine until I went to work today and I started sweating, and then it swelled up on the wrist. Now it's swelling up on the back of the hand. I just took some Benadryl. I know you're not supposed to drink on top of Benadryl because it can make you more drowsy, but I've been
Oh,
that
yeah.
at home. So, but yeah, I'm hoping that kicks in really soon. I mean, I don't know if you can.
You
it's
gotta
hard to look
watch
at
that.
to see the difference. Like here, you can actually see the definition of my knuckles, kind of.
Yeah.
If I get,
So,
but here it's all.
You gotta
swollen.
watch that.
Yeah,
Make
that
sure
is-
it's not
yeah,
spreading to
yeah.
your neck and
I was told I was allergic to stings when I was younger, but I've been stung a few times as an adult and it's been fine. But this time it's like
Tom?
swelling. It's,
Take Robert's advice. Don't hit the wasps, just like you don't hit bees in my
I didn't. All I was doing was mowing. I might like there are wasps that live in the ground, so I may have gone over one of their things, and it was just a little baby that came out and stung me. And as soon as I saw that, I hightailed it out of there because I'm like, if there's a baby, there's more.
Yeah, that
I got
usually
that.
means a pheromone.
Yeah,
Right?
you're going to end up like Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, it's
Right?
like they send pheromones to those. That was my next question: was it like one of those big wasps?
No, it was just a little baby that I blew him off after he stung me. But I'll tell you what, the babies hurt more than the adults.
Well,
like
I'm sure
the
they do.
snakes,
The
they
smaller,
can't
the
control
worse.
their venom.
Well, and to make matters worse too, unlike bees, they don't die when they sting. They could sting
No.
as many times as
Yep.
they want.
Yep, that's how I
Oh,
found out
yeah,
I was
and-
allergic when I was younger.
Some bitches feel like somebody put a cigarette out on your damn hand.
It
I was going
did.
to say, was it extremely painful?
Yeah.
I'm sure it was extremely
It
painful.
felt like a hot poker, and then later in the night, last night, it felt like a bruise. And when I woke up this morning, it was fine. It wasn't swollen at all. I went to work, I started sweating, and then the wrist started swelling a little bit. And then when I got home, the hand was swelling up. I said, "All right, time for some Benadryl."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it itches like crazy.
Oh, I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does.
Those things are no joke. Jan, she got stung. I don't know what they do.
Yeah,
A gnat
they
got
do.
her,
Oh, they bite them.
but it swelled her eye shut
Oh, yeah.
and then her throat shut.
Remember that she sent me pictures of
A
her.
gnat.
There's
I'm
a
like,
name for that. What the process is of that, I can't think of what it is.
I found a dead wasp in my dining room a few days ago.
well,
And you should never handle them because even when they're dead, they can still sting.
Oh, I
Yeah,
used a vacuum cleaner, sucked
There
it
you
up.
go.
the rest of the wasp family will be looking for you.
They will. But I already mowed the area. I went back, and then there was a couple of wasps flying around then, so I just avoided that area, and I mowed everything else, and so I'm good. That's good for another couple of weeks.
Last year, they were trying to build a nest right outside my back door. So I sprayed it with the wasp killer and got rid of it. The the nest hasn't been back, but I'm still getting wasp every now and then back there.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Um,
I'm sure they're in different places.
There, there was actually one time, and I still remember this even a decade later, like where I used to work in my old job at the warehouse, and we also had a photo studio in the building. And at one point, I was going through the photo studio, and all of a sudden, I felt something tap on my head, and the hell was that? I was like, the hell was that? And so I reached over and I felt something. I'm like, oh, geez, what the hell is that? And then I had to start shaking, my hair. Turned out it was one of those big wasps. Somehow, I don't know how it did, but it like fell into my hair. Thank goodness I got it out when I did, because if it was there for another second or so, I would have probably been in very big trouble then. So
What do you mean by big wasp?
yeah, it had one of those big stingers too. So it was like,
Are you talking the ones that are like this long?
yeah, they're like elongated and they have like
That's
those.
it. That's not a wasp. That's a cicada killer.
Well, say
and
either.
they can't sting you. Those can't
No.
sting
Well,
you.
I mean, I think they still can, but most of the time, as long as you don't bother them, they won't bother.
They don't. I think they do have a stinger, but they don't attack humans. Like they might
No, it
fly
wasn't
around your
yellow.
legs on a normal basis, but
No, it wasn't a yellow jacket, Robert, because it was black in color. So, but the yellow jackets are nasty too.
that's what got me.
It was a yellow jacket though.
Yeah, like a ground wasp. Like you have paper wasps, you have ground wasps. There's like multiple different kinds. I think this one might have been a ground one, and I mowed over their nest, and the baby came out and killed me. Yeah, he killed me. I'm dead now.
So
he
you're back
came-
from the dead.
That's right. We're doing our own paranormal show right here. First ever. I'm coming in via webcam from the hereafter. Like he got me, and then I ran. But yeah, they're no joke. I mean,
Yeah.
like when I compare like the knuckles, well, you can't.
Just be
wait,
glad.
there you-
You can see on the top.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can.
It's like from here to here.
Yeah.
It's all swollen.
Tom, just be glad, for example, like because
For
like you
example.
mentioned about different types of wasps. Just be
Yeah.
glad that you don't have to deal with the murder hornets from Japan.
We have them.
Oh, those things are awful.
We have them. We have multiple different species of hornets here. My
Yeah,
coworker,
those ones from Japan, they're like 5 times bigger than a regular honeybee. They're like the
Yeah.
size of your thumb. They're huge.
last year, my coworker, while they were taking down a tree because they like to live in trees, they took it down. He got stung, and he took his hat off, and he was doing this. And when he put his hat on, there was one still in his hat
Oh,
and
God.
kept stinging his head. He was out for like a week. it was
Yeah,
bad.
that had that. Oh, I can't even imagine. That hurts my
No.
head just thinking about it.
But I've been told that the sting that I got from that baby wasp is probably more painful than what you get from those hornets.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
well, one guy once said there's a well-known scientist, again, like when you think about, like, for example, the Japanese giant hornets they have, which they're not only the world's largest hornets, they're also one of the most aggressive. And there's a well-known scientist. He's been on a couple documentaries.
Bill Nye.
No, it's a guy named Masato Ono, and he started studying about giant hornets after he himself was stung by one. He was stung on the leg. And he
Shigeru
said,
Omaka.
and, the stinger is so bad that in some cases, like, the venom is like so potent, it can actually dissolve human flesh. But he was stung on the leg, and he said how he described it, what it felt like. It was similar to like what you described, Tom. He said, it's so painful. It was like a hot nail being
Yeah.
driven into his skin.
Yeah. For a second, I thought maybe I dropped the light off my cigarette, and then I realized I wasn't smoking. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
whoa. I was like, and then I saw him, and I just blew him off and like hightailed it out of there, over the hill, down, out back to maintenance.
Yeah, those hornets, like you said, and wasps, they're no joke. But like I said, the ones from
Not.
Japan, I always think they're like. There was even a documentary that called them hornets from hell.
That sounds like a horror movie.
Kind of does. I'm
I've been
surprised they
looking
haven't
around
used it.
for other nests because I know they got to be building one somewhere. I just haven't found it yet.
Yeah.
We've been keeping an eye on that too.
Mom and Dad, bless their hearts, they want to put out these bird houses. and they're just pretty. They're birdhouses. No, what they are is hornets' nests, and well, wasp nests. They're not hornets, but
Is
holy
that shimp?
Hey, Chris.
Is that shimp?
He does look like Shemp, doesn't he?
Yeah, you know what? That's something I was going to... Yeah, Chris is starting to call me Shemp now because I resemble Shemp from the Three Stooges.
I don't think so.
Well, and I used to... And I told Tom this the other day that I know obviously I have long hair now, but many years ago, I used to have my hair, more kind of like a buzz cut. And back then, people said I looked like Curly Howard from the Three Stooges. So now all of a sudden I do this transition from Curly...
It's always showing there.
They are brothers, by the way.
They are, yep, that's right.
But
I just gotta
I would
figure out
say
how
with
to-
the hairstyle and the fact that your camera is so low and pointed up and it makes you look like really, really tall, I would say more like Andre the Giant.
Well, now I just got to try to fix my hair up so it can look like Mo, so I look like all three of the Howard brothers.
Oh my God, if you did a bowl cut, that would be hysterical. Oh
We
my
tried for
God.
3 years to get him to shave his head. He won't do it.
I won't shave my head completely. I mean, I did grow my hair out for a little while there. You may or may not.
Hornets from hell bred with giant roaches would be worth a
Shaving
horrible.
your head is an experience like none other.
I mean, my hair, it's,
It is so nice. You
But
hop
look-
into the shower when you have your wash rag, just go like that once and you're good. You're done.
I'm 50 and I still have it all, and I only just started getting a couple of grays just on the sideburns, and that's it.
Yeah, you're lucky.
I'm gonna look like Paulie Walnuts soon, It's just gonna be like little wings on the side.
You're lucky. Here I am at 45 and I got all of this.
Oh well, this is all gray.
I
My
already
facial
got it.
hair, yeah.
Well, you guys can't see it, but believe it or not, I already have a couple gray hairs coming out already, and I'm only
Because
30.
you worry yourself too damn much.
Yeah, I know.
You worry about everything. You gotta just ignore news, ignore whatever's going on in the world because there's nothing you can do to change it personally.
Yes,
Just
I
enjoy
know.
life. Be who you are. Enjoy
That's
your
what
friends.
I'm trying to
I
do.
was upset back in March at the bowling tournament because I do different designs with my facial hair for the bowling pictures. So this year I did the Manchu with the strip. And I thought this is going to be a cool look.
Like a
The
7-10
picture
split.
I'm taking a look at, it's like I can't even see it because it's so white. And they have white light on me. You have to look really close to be able to see the hair. And well, shit.
Well, you know what? Just that little strip,
What
you
do
could have
you
just used like just for men on that, and then you would have looked like Wolfman Jack.
If I'd have known that, I'd have probably had done that just for the picture.
Or just shoe polish works,
Maybe
too.
I'll come visit.
Shoe polish works for the day,
Yeah, I hope you're doing better, Chris. Speaking of which,
Yeah, Chris,
Chris, don't start. Do not start with
Yeah,
that.
where the hell have you been? We
Boys.
already started that a half hour ago.
I didn't even hear it.
the noise.
It was when we were talking about Adrian cussing, and I brought up boobies in Illinois.
I guess I didn't hear it.
All he heard was boobies.
Jeez, Nick. Give it-
Movies, Playboy, and motorboating. That's all he heard.
Yeah, I think it was doing that conversation.
And
That's
Nick's
good,
OnlyFans.
Yeah. So that you guys know, I already took some medicine, so I'm going to be out here and not too long.
He'll be like mid sentence, like, yeah, so we.
Hey, I just realized we've hit the 45-minute mark, so another nod to your birthday, Jeremy. 45.
Oh, jeez. To be
What?
45 again. Man, I would have left that girlfriend right then. Went right for my redhead that I got now, man.
Yeah. Well, I got a lot done for this thing.
Oh my God, Robert!
Memories.
I finished the story today, so that means tomorrow I get to start a new one. I
Good.
did a lyric today, and I also worked on another novel that I've been working on for the last 2 years.
See, Jeremy has finished 2 novels in the time that it's taking Nick to do these audio stories that I
Hey,
recorded like 15 years ago.
Hey, It's like what you
I-
said.
I
I gotta
have
try to
done
live
a
my
black
life and stuff
last
like that, so I don't get more gray hairs.
I'm
Nick.
just
Nick. Calm. Jeremy. You understand? You have more life behind you than ahead of you.
oh come on.
You can take a day and go, I can
That's-
start a book tomorrow.
Yeah.
Nick has more life in front of him than behind him. So
Yes, he still
and he's
needs to do that.
procrastinating on doing his audiobooks. I'm just saying.
I've been trying. I
Look,
haven't
I
been
recorded
using
something called Boogers that it was like over a year ago.
Actually, I think at this point that was 2 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it might have been. Like he put the one out, the first one I did came out pretty quick.
yeah, I did, but that's when I discovered again. It's been all these repairs of previous audiobooks that I've been fixing up. So I have to go through these re-releases too.
Oh jeez.
But
Oh jeez.
here's the thing: Dick has limited amount of time to do his stuff. I have unlimited amount of time.
Okay, so that unlimited amount of time also includes your daughter, your dad, your house, repairs, social life.
I ain't got no social life.
Oh,
Yes, you
geez,
do.
Rick, that's a
This
lot.
is social life.
You know what,
Yeah,
Morty?
yeah, I guess it could be. But
Damn it, Morty! Don't keep reminding me about how old I am. Well, I can't help it, Rick.
the way that I treat it is for my writing, I treat that as my job.
So 8 hours.
Not 8 hours.
Well, not in a row.
Yeah, I like what Robert here says. Take a day, breathe, and smell a flower. One without bees or wasps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Don't.
That's
smell
a
the
good
lot.
thing to keep in mind.
I like that. Yeah, you don't want to smell with a bee or wasp on
Yeah,
it.
avoid. Well, you want to avoid the wasp, but for the bees, they do produce honey.
They're
Well,
just
bees
doing
are
their
less
job.
likely to sting you because they do. I think they do know that if
Oh,
they
yeah.
sting somebody, they're gone.
Oh, yeah.
Their internal
They do.
organs come out when they sting somebody.
Yeah, it does. They
I have picked them up out of my flower bed because as much as Colorado should have moisture, we
Bees.
don't. We don't down here. So, there's times I'll pick them up out of the garden and go put them near water.
Yeah.
I'll put a bowl out, do something because,
Yeah, bees are good for the
yeah, they
oh,
are.
yeah.
flowers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They
It's the
pollinate.
same thing with us. When if a bee, like for example, gets into our house or something like that, we always like try to grab some paper and then put a cup over it and then take it outside and not kill it. And that's we always say it the same way. It's like saying, "Don't kill it. We need them right now, especially at a time like this. Do not." Kill
However, for Nick in Minecraft, it's the exact opposite because he's got to hit every bee he sees just so that he can yell "bee."
Bees!
Like it's ridiculous.
Apparently Chris knew that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
Chris
you-
knew that. That's why he's yelling that out. Bees!
Give them sugar water. Yeah. So
Yeah, sugar
So-
water's good for him.
my dumbass, for some reason, I work 4/10s instead of 5/8s. So my dumbass thought, you know what, Friday, instead of taking a break, because Zach works on Fridays, I
Whoa.
thought, let's do something.
We just
What?
got like a crotch shot from Nick, but I don't know what happened there. It's,
Oh, I don't know. But I decided, okay, it's a good idea to go volunteer at the local pet shelter. Okay. Started out walking the animals, which they walk them 3 or 4 times a day, getting them out of their kennels. I didn't know that until I went to work there or volunteered there. And then they give them these little toys, like those, they call them Kongs. And you stuff it with dog food and then put
the peanut
like
butter.
wet food over it to seal it and put it in the freezer. And then they have little puzzles and lick mats, and cats have all kinds of different toys to play with. because you can't just leave them in a cage to die, because that's what's going to happen if they have nothing to do. So, I'm making those, and my dumb ass says, "Oh, that's not enough. I need to foster some animals." Okay. Zach is going, "You're going to do what?" Our dogs don't accept other big dogs, which I did not volunteer for big dogs. I volunteered for bottle feeds, birds, and small puppies. And ones after surgery or have been hit by a car to recuperate. Which is perfectly fine because you have to, oh, there's Nikki.
Yep.
Thank you.
It's been a minute since we hung out with Nikki.
Speaking of being hit by a car,
Hmm?
there's a video. There's a video where that was going out there today, where a semi hit a guy in an electrical bucket.
What?
What?
How the hell did that happen? Number one.
And what the hell is an electrical bucket?
Well,
One of those that go up to like the line.
Oh, like a cherry picker.
Yeah.
okay,
Okay,
there you go. So this guy was working on the street lights
Yeah.
at an exit ramp for the highway, and all you see all these cars going, and they are going like the next lane over, even though they are not in any danger of hitting this guy in the bucket.
Right. It's common courtesy.
Yeah, the semi goes through, and the first corner of his trailer clips the guy, flips him over, and he's hanging down there.
Was that
Precisely why I don't do
under
this
agreement?
Okay. He said that he's okay. The semi stopped, but it's how in the hell does this happen?
I
Precisely
understand
why
how that happened.
I don't do
Yeah,
heights,
really.
and that's exactly that reason. Like, you never know.
Yeah,
I'm afraid of heights. Maybe I died from a plane crash or something in a former life. I don't know. But, like, I've been deathly afraid of heights my entire life. And those
My
kind of things I
husband
will
is
not
the
do.
same way. He actually had a chance to take over his grandfather's. Um, he was building cell towers at the time,
Oh, fuck.
and he had a chance to take over that business. He
Nope.
couldn't do it.
I'll run it, but I ain't going up the damn thing yet. I'll hire guys to do
Oh,
it.
that's where he had to start, and he couldn't do
No,
it.
no.
Well, Tom, it makes me
Deal
wonder.
breaker.
Makes me wonder if you ever come out to Chicago, and you know how you have the Sears Tower here in
Yeah,
the city.
no.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
going to
the
say because
Sears
over here
Tower's
you do have those.
awesome. You're inside.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't
feel
care.
this
Yeah, but
Listen,
way.
you're in one of those glass boxes on the side of the building.
I was at the top floor
Yeah.
of one of the World Trade Center buildings. There was a bar at the top floor of one of
Oh,
them,
I'm sure.
and my boss at the time, he would not leave me alone until he made me like climb up on the rails that are in there and lean my head up against the window. You still couldn't see the street. You were that high up. A cloud went past the window.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then
Yep.
and then when we left, he told me, he's like, all right, so now we're down on the ground. He said, I want you to lean your whole body up against the building and look straight up. The whole building was going like this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I said-
wobbly.
If you'd have showed me that before we went up, you'd have been up there by yourself. I'd have been down here on the street,
Yeah.
like drinking at the bar down the street or something. Like there's no way.
Have any of you guys seen the movie Fall?
No.
No, but I've heard of the movie.
It's I watched it, and holy cow, that movie scared the shit out of me.
I can't even see things on a screen when people are high up. Like on YouTube videos and stuff like that, I've watched where people are high up. My stomach flips just watching the damn.
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. And salt.
Yeah, I can't. I got it because first of all, it's a movie. How bad can it be? And when I watched it, oh yeah, this is bad.
Yeah.
And I can't even imagine being 2,000 feet up there
Mm-mm.
Oh
and
my
not
god.
have
20 feet up.
way to come down.
No.
What was that movie? It came out like 10 years ago, and I actually had interest of wanting to check this out. what was that movie that was? Maybe it's the same one where
Well,
you
this
had a
one
guy.
just came out either last year or 2 years ago.
No, there was another film
Yes.
that was like I think it came out around 2013 or 14. Hey, Braxton, good to see you. It was a guy who like goes
Don't
up.
say hi to me or nothing, dude. I mean, you know.
Yeah, me either.
Oh,
There we go.
Now he
But
hold
not
on,
me.
everybody.
But not me, right?
Hold on.
I got you. I got you.
Here, hold on.
No.
He might
Don't
say
say it.
something next.
Don't say it now. Don't say it now. You're too late. You could have put it all in one message, but no, I don't want. Don't say hi to me now. No.
Rose, no.
Motherfucker.
Go lay down.
But-
Go lay down.
Anyways, there was a film that was made like back in it was like a wreck. I mean, obviously I don't know how they shot it because I think it involved. Oh, there you go, Tom. You happy now? There you go.
No. The time has passed. You're too late, man. I should have listen. This guy should have been first because it's his birthday, right? I should have been second because
He was first. He was first.
No,
I
I
was.
know. But then I should have been second because I'm awesome, and I'm like the oldest guy here. So
Tom.
I don't know, Braxton.
I said guy.
Hey, you know what? We are going to start calling you the Miz. I don't think Nick gets that reference. Adrian might get it. I know Zach would.
I heard of it before. I just don't know exactly where.
Zach is delivering dinner.
All right. And what is dinner?
Dinner is smoked sausage, sauerkraut, onion and pepper, and fries.
So you're gonna have some really, really cool farts later. Oh my lord! There's another.
Nick, Jeremy, I thought I'd surprise you with Nikki.
Holy shit!
She's frozen.
Oh, she's frozen. Uh-oh.
What was that?
Her connection, I
That
think, must
didn't
be
work out very well.
Well, she does have problems with her connection.
Yeah, she does.
She's
Robert's
all
like,
the way
am I
across the
right?
world.
I'd be the oldest guy there.
You would, but right now I am. I'm the eldest.
Now, let's see if she has weather
We
conditions.
can't help it. Y'all are babies.
Hey, listen.
Mini
Once you
right
hit 50, it doesn't matter. You're just old after that. That's it. Yeah.
You're only as old as you want to be.
Well, then I'm 16.
There you go.
No, you're 35 years old. You're
No.
divorced, and you still live in a van down by the river.
I was just talking about him earlier today with
Chris
my
Farley?
dad because I was talking about like the way that how the new AI stuff, the video AI stuff is working, how it has audio and video, and it syncs up perfectly and it looks flawless. Like we were watching a commercial and there was just like this B-roll footage of healthcare workers and stuff. I said these actors are in trouble. I said because now they can just make it
Mhm.
and they're not going to have it. I said, you know what? Hollywood is in trouble.
Yeah.
I said, I guarantee you in another 10 years, we're going to see a movie starring Marilyn Monroe, Chris Farley, Elvis
Yeah.
Presley, and Adam Sandler, like all in the same movie, and none of them will have acted in it.
The AI.
I don't
Yeah.
like AI. I'll be the
No.
first. And I keep telling him that. And he's like, oh, no, it's good for some things. I don't like it because you can't tell what's real anymore.
Yeah,
It's Skynet. Skynet it has become
The only
reality.
I do.
I think Nikki's,
I
oh,
am
Nikki's
not a
trying to
fan
get
of
back.
AI at all.
That's light. Come on, it's Skynet. Come on.
What is it going to
Hey,
do in
Nikki.
the paranormal field?
What?
Hi, everyone.
Hello?
Happy
What was that?
birthday.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
He's old. He's old. He's getting ready to, take his meds and take his ass to bed.
Oh, I already did. I already
I
took it.
know.
I already took it, so we're not going to be able to be on here much longer. Because once this stuff starts kicking in, it really kicks in.
Good stuff.
I really like that stuff, man.
Few people thought I was 16, 17, 22 to 25 because how I look, and that it's black.
Yeah,
hair.
you need to share some of those genetics, Chris, because that
She's a
shit
baby.
shit is no joke.
Braxton, in a way, I've kind of been
I'm
sharing that kind of too,
16
because
people
some
thought
people
I was
still think I'm
20.
in my early to mid 20s even now.
Yeah, no, those genetics are no joke.
I know.
My damn brothers and sisters look like teenagers, and here I am, the only.
G'day,
Robert.
mate. How you doing?
Hello.
Now listen here, Sonny.
That's a voice I know.
Holy, I love that background.
Yeah, it's awesome,
What
right?
the hell?
I wanted to
It's
surprise you
live
guys
the
about
life.
that too.
Nick, if you wanted to surprise me, you should have done it at the beginning of the show, not when we're getting.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
better than nothing at all.
We're running Nick time,
Although-
don't forget.
Although waiting actually gives his heart medication time to kick in and so he doesn't have a heart attack.
Now I am going to put you on solo. I want to see this. Damn,
That's
that
all.
was
That's
good.
really cool.
Yeah, you see,
Robert,
like,
are you the one that won the 100 million?
Robert
No.
is actually a multi-millionaire. And
That is.
I
That
wish.
is a
he lives
lot
on the
of
top
fun.
floor of a hotel in Las Vegas. I'll live it for you. He's not in Australia.
As if.
I was watching a video of some suite at damn, I can't even remember what casino it was in Vegas. $30-some thousand a night,
Bloody hell.
What?
What?
and this thing has everything. If I remember right, it has its own bowling alley
Gee.
inside
Wow.
the suite.
That's incredible.
It is
And where is it again?
$30,000 a night.
No,
I
where is
know.
it again?
At the strip, Las Vegas strip somewhere.
The hell was that? An alarm?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out where the hell that's
It's like,
coming
I was wondering what that was. I'm thinking, what the hell was that?
I thought it might have been the sauerkraut already.
Well, you know, maybe.
That was the Miz.
Yeah.
It was
It's
something.
big.
I don't know what, but
Now, what are you asking, Nick?
Where's this place you were talking about
It's some
located?
casino in Vegas.
In Vegas? Okay.
I want to say it was the Palms,
Mhm.
but I'm not sure. But it is like the most expensive suite in all of Vegas.
Well,
Okay.
Greek.
Vegas and expensive is just.
Hand in hand. Mm.
Uh-uh.
I'd say that there'd be something like the Dubai hotels as well. That'd be rather exciting to stay at.
Hmm.
Okay, here we go. Oh no, it is the Palms Casino. It's called the Empathy Suite.
Mm.
It's $100,000 a night.
Holy
Wow.
mother!
For
Yeah,
a
I was
night.
way off there. It is
Wow.
9,156 square feet.
I'll tell you what,
Jeez.
for $100,000 a night, the hooker they include has to be really skilled. I'm
Right?
just saying.
Yeah.
So it
Oh,
includes two
Nick.
king bedrooms, a private pool and terrace, floor-to-ceiling windows with views of the Vegas Strip, 13-seat bar, 2 massage rooms, and a salt sauna. I have never heard of a salt sauna.
I've never heard
But
of that. Like, what
But
exactly?
does it have a bowling alley in it? Because there's one place that has a bowling alley. It's actually got the 2 lanes of that you can bowl down. Simon Wilson, the guy that does the travel type channel, he has been to this place, and it was like the bowling alley, massive rooms, bunk beds on each, double beds. So yeah, it was huge. Another place we went to had the front end of an airplane in it.
So a salt sun, like, what exactly
sauna.
is the purpose?
Sea salt in a sauna.
So
That's all it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's see, this
Not
also
worth
has
100,000.
foosball tables, pool tables,
Yeah.
a bar. Get this, a bar stocked with
Mm.
medical waste is what this thing says.
Medical waste. Bloody hell.
Oh boy.
Bloody hell.
Oh, that's why this is an AI overview. I didn't catch that.
Yeah, the
See,
AI.
there we go with AI again.
The only
Yeah,
thing that's ever
I
good
didn't
with me,
see that.
Garbage.
the only thing that's ever good for me as far as AI is concerned is like when I find like you guys know all too well, I make my holiday music playlist. Like that's all I ever take an approach to. Everything else, I don't.
And with the way Tom was talking before, they do have
Oh,
flaws because sometimes the mouth does
Yes.
not match up with what they're saying.
Yeah, he fell off.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
didn't.
he's gone.
No. He said he'd be right back.
Yeah, he went downstairs.
I kind
Probably
of
checking
wasn't
on
even
his
focusing
dad
that he
or
was.
getting a beer.
I was not even paying attention that he left. I didn't even notice that until Chris said that.
Mhm.
Yeah, he said he'd be right back.
Yeah.
Well, here's some news that I just found out. Tim and
Mhm.
Crystal's daughter, Michaela, she just got married
I
today.
just literally saw that because Scott shared it out, and that is just
Wow.
fantastic to hear. So congrats to
Yeah.
her.
Congratulations.
And here
My
he
phone's
comes.
on silent,
Yep,
so
there
I
he
didn't
comes.
hear nothing.
Well, I don't get notifications anyway, so.
Yeah, Braxton, it's pretty insane, that casino.
Yeah, it is. It really. Yeah, I saw the attachment you sent me, Nikki. That's just like wow. Tom also, Chris thought you fell off.
No, I said I'll be back. I went down to grab another beer.
Hey,
Because
Joanne.
I mean, that's what you want to do when you're taking Benadryl is have another beer.
I do if I want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And then the earbud came in.
Mm.
There we go.
Hey, Joanne.
Haven't seen you. I haven't seen her in the chat for a while. It's good to see you, Joanne.
Well, she's around every.
She's in quite a few of the shows.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, I'm just talking specifically this one. I haven't seen her in a while.
Yeah,
No doubt,
she may
Tom.
not have been on this show every single week, but she's on a lot of. She appears on a lot of shows.
Yeah, I know she's been watching. I think we did. I think I saw her when Nikki, when you and I were doing your last show, and of course, she's also been watching Fear Fans.
Well, she doesn't watch This Is Tom's World, though. I'm just saying.
Oh, speaking
Thanks,
of
Joanne.
Fear Fans, I still don't understand what happened to that show on Tuesday.
Yeah, I don't
That
know what
half
happened.
hour missing bit. Yeah.
Didn't
So-
make a lot of sense. It just stopped like
Yeah,
after an hour or so.
Oh yeah, I
So
wasn't there.
their show, they went 1 hour and 55 minutes. The full
100 hours. Jeez.
Oh, you
Oh,
mean like
thanks.
2 weeks ago, right? It wasn't this past week. It was 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah, that one was bad. On the Things Network page only, it stopped at an hour 25.
Fucking thing.
Because I went to the network page and went to the end of it, and I thought, okay, they got 30 seconds left. Nick is going on and on and on, and I'm thinking,
No, Nick doesn't
Wait a
do
minute.
that. What are you talking about?
well,
What are you talking about? Who's this
Never
Mitchell?
waste time like that.
I know that John always wraps everything up, and Nick is going on and on and on, and I'm thinking, okay, that means Don has to wrap this up really quick, and then all of a sudden it just ended. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, I know. When I,
Oh
I,
my
I looked
God.
at it after the initial broadcast.
My mom has been texting me, and now she's
Oh,
calling.
she's calling. At least it's not done.
Yeah, right. I'll be back.
Mhm.
All right.
Hey.
With, with that,
Oh, jeez.
or just leave.
I don't think you meant to.
Well, look at how many times. Look at how many times Nick leaves and he doesn't mean to.
Yeah.
Well, at least I came back quickly. I was hoping I'd say something while Tom was on, but I got in case. Well, actually, this way. Speaking of bees, for example, got a Minecraft bee pillow. Kate gave that to me.
Oh, cool.
Mhm.
Okay, Chris.
Yeah, B-boy. Mm.
Um,
Your leg
I
isn't
have
meant to
gave
go
my
numb.
daughter injections
Yeah.
for 17 years.
Mm.
How the fuck
Mhm.
did you make your leg go numb? What did you hit? And where were you putting it?
He might have
Yeah,
Yeah,
because that's not good.
probably hit a nerve.
most likely.
But he should have felt that immediately.
Yeah, it goes in the back.
Although if he has the desensitized skin, it might be harder to feel if you hit the nerves. Because on my left side,
He hit a nerve.
Yep.
yeah, on my left side, it's sort of numb on in the gut. So when I do the injection into that, I can't feel it. So yeah, it can
Are
happen.
you going in the top of your thigh?
It's a
Like
DRC.
that's where it goes in your leg, or in your hip, like up top
Oh.
above your hip bone.
But does it have to be in the leg? Can you put it like in your stomach? or-
Yep, you can do your
Well, that's where I
stomach, your
go.
leg, the back of your arm. It's good to move it around.
Yeah,
So don't do your leg no more.
No.
Yeah. the thigh.
The
Mm.
top of your thigh, right?
Go for the wing next time.
Have somebody put it in your bum. I don't know.
Oh, that could be even worse.
I took
Can't sit down then.
I took this a half hour ago, and I'm already starting to feel it.
Oh
Uh-huh.
boy, I don't know if Tom's gonna make it back then.
I think I would like to end this here, like within 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Uh-oh, Nikki's going.
Guys, it's already 9:30.
Mhm.
My camera's having the side effects.
So Nikki, when are we doing our next show?
When you would like to do it and Nick is available.
Okay.
I was
Whenever.
gonna,
As
I
long
was
as I'm
actually
not in
gonna ask
rehab.
you, I was actually going to ask you about that, Robert, because Nikki, I know
Mhm.
you asked me, and again, I'm sorry I didn't get back to you last week because again of last week's show, and then also I was playing Minecraft with these guys. But whenever you want to do another show again, I'm open to it. Same for you, Robert.
Yep.
Oh yeah, there you go. If the
For
three
sure.
of you want to do your
We can do it now.
DWA show, this would be a great time to do it. You can. This would be
Yeah,
a
we can
great
do it
time
after
to
this
do it
show.
because of how early we're getting off. So
Yeah, that's right. That's absolutely correct.
yeah,
Mm.
but there's no one else on after this besides
Oh,
cool.
you guys. So
Chris
this
is
would
always
be a great
available.
night to do it.
Yeah,
Sounds good. I'm free.
Yeah.
sure.
Free.
As far as I know, I'm good.
Robert.
At 1 o'clock, I've got a phone call coming in from the diabetic educator, so I've got to answer that one. So, but yeah,
No problem.
All right, so
Adriana,
before we
please stay
end
to
this,
guest.
we're going to play the video one more time and then go into the outro.
That works for me.
Yep. So Jeremy, and
The
also-
video up here where you got control of it now.
yeah. And Jeremy, obviously, just right before we do play it, I just want to say it, of course, from our words to you. Happy birthday. And I hope we definitely hope you had a fantastic day today.
Thank you. It's been as good as it could be.
Okay.
That's all we can ask for.
Yeah, it's been as good as it could be. I woke up feeling like shit, but you know what? It happens.
Mm-hmm.
No, we ain't
Oh, we
singing
were gonna say
shit
that.
when we got videos, Joanne.
Yeah, nobody wants to sing, dude.
If Lois was on, she probably would sing.
If Kate were on, she'd probably sing too.
Yeah, Kate too. Kate would is also as well. You're right.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you. It's been a good birthday. Got to have cake. That was like a literal last minute decision because we were supposed to have my enchiladas, but I wasn't feeling like cooking today, so that's why we got cake from Walmart, and that cake is
Fair enough.
good.
That's the best cakes that you don't have to make.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's right. And you also got to
It was chilled too. When I got it, it was chilled, and to me
Nice.
that's the best kind of cake right there.
Yeah.
Chris, no, you will not sing. I will mute your ass. No, you will not.
So we'll go from video to outro. So that means I'll have to remove everybody from the stream.
Yeah, Nikki and Robert, I'll give you guys a call shortly then.
All right. Yep.
Happy birthday.
Thank you guys for coming on. Also, Tom, thank you for coming on. So you're not going to make it back.
I was gonna say, I swear, if he comes on while the credits are rolling, I'm gonna
Yeah. Well, so next week is July 3rd. So I don't know if you guys want to do a show for that, because 4th of July is on Friday.
It depends on Nick. What are you doing?
As far as I know, the night before 4th of July, I don't have anything going on, so I should be around.
Awesome.
Nick was on time, Chris.
Yeah, I was. I wanted to be on time for this occasion. And I almost forgot. I just want to say to the rest of you guys, by the way, because remember how I wrote that message yesterday, how I was a little bit hesitant about my music post for this 4th of July? Definitely want to thank you guys for the advice, for what you gave me. That really meant a lot.
Well, I couldn't on the post because people that aren't watching this show don't know me.
Yeah.
My words would be fuck them.
Yeah.
Yep.
This
That's
is your
terrible.
page. What
Yeah.
they have to say makes no difference.
Nope. Not at all.
Exactly.
You do you, and if
that's-
people don't like it, then swipe left.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's when I look, because the responses are still coming in today. So when I saw what people were saying, that kind of was the official message in a way. So again, I definitely would like to thank you guys for that. That really made me put me in a better mood in that case. So I can tell you guys, obviously, you guys are the first to know this, but I think I will take it into consideration. I think I will plan my 4th of July holiday music post. Now I just got to figure out which song I'm going to decide on,
Here's
because
the
I got a
thing.
lot of good ones.
Here's the thing. You do it every year.
Yeah.
Are you going to stop Halloween?
No.
Are you going to stop Christmas? Are you? So, the reason you don't stop those things is because those are holidays. Those have a meaning. The birth of America has a meaning.
Yeah,
Whatever's
it does.
going on in this world right now, we don't agree with. I get it. We don't agree with it, and that's perfectly fine. But you know what? This is still America's birthday, and it's a big birthday for America.
250th.
And people died to make this happen.
A lot of people.
So, why would we stop? Because, why would we stop celebrating? Because somebody wants to have a feather up their ass. That's
Right.
That's not how this works. We will celebrate every other country along with them as well, because
Yep.
they went through some shit to get where they are.
Well, and that's why, again, even with 4th of July, like Nikki and Robert, you guys being from Australia respectively, even though 4th of July is mainly, here in the United States, I still include everybody from the other countries anyway, because, we worked together, we fought together, like alongside, and,
And
I want
they
everybody.
understand-
When you look at it, every country in the world, for the most part, has fought for their own independence.
You bet they have.
Exactly. And then Joanne just brought up, of course, there's this coming up July 1st. That's
Yeah.
Canada Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like, those of us normal Americans that are not out here trying to be, I don't even know, there's not even a name for it that I know of. Racism here in our state, but I don't know what you call it when you're prejudiced against other countries, but that's not what normal
No, not at all.
us are. So why would we change what we do? If we change it, we're conforming to the bullshit.
Exactly.
And we're not going to do that.
See, and again, when it comes to like my holiday music post, I mean, yes, I'm doing it specifically for our paranormal community as a whole. But like I said, I still include people from other countries because I want them to be part of the celebration.
And they understand that. And then we also celebrate theirs with them.
That's correct.
So they know why we're doing it. They know why you're doing it.
The
And
only
then we
thing
celebrate theirs. Just like she said, Canada's is July 1st.
Chris, that's a no-no.
the only thing that most people don't realize is that we are
Something, I don't know.
our country's birthday on the wrong day. But I will explain that next week.
All I got to say is just like anything else. I mean, even whether it's 4th of July or not, like you were just explaining about, Adrian, is that regardless of where they're from, and this is obviously something I think we all know, is the most important thing is regardless where we're from, show those, even if it's a country that the government's not on good terms with, still show those people the same level of respect that you want to receive.
Well, here's the thing. When God, goddesses, gods, creators,
Sources.
whatever it is, whatever you think created this world, they did not make these little lines of countries. We were all one people.
Yes,
There's
we were.
not these little lines of, oh, this is this country, this is. No, we did this. We did this.
That's correct.
So, and it can be taken away just as quickly.
Yep.
It just like in the wars that's going on, it can be taken away just as quickly, and the lines can be moved a different direction.
Yeah.
I've said for a long time it should not be that way. It should be one world, and that's all there is to it. But that's never going to happen. So we have to deal with what we have, and we don't have to be ugly. We don't have to be mean. We don't need to conform to this bullshit. We just don't.
Well, and another thing to point out too, because like you just mentioned also too a few minutes ago, two things actually, Adrian, is like that we should continue like still celebrating for. I mean, like I just showed, like obviously I'm decorating again still, because I enjoy doing it. And then secondly too is that's why I've also been putting that flag display recently, which Nikki and Robert, I'll be getting the Australian flag real soon. I just got a list, but either way, it's to show pretty much again as usual, like how big I've grown. And
it's unity. It's acceptance of everybody else.
That's correct.
I had this talk with my own family today is, if you're prejudiced or you're looking down on a different community or somebody who's in a different tax bracket than you are, we'll put it that way. Who's the problem? It's not those people.
No, not at all.
You need to look in the mirror because you're the problem.
Exactly. First time. Later this weekend, I'm going to be talking for the first time ever with an investigator from Portugal, although he lives in France now, but that'll be my first time talking to somebody from Portugal in this case, and that should be interesting. And yeah, my flag display, which I'm still putting together, I mean, yes, it's true. I mean, I'm not necessarily, obviously, I'm not getting every flag out there because I don't have all connections throughout the entire world, but I'm doing the ones that I have more close ties with. But I'm hoping as time goes on, I can start making more connections like that and start adding more to the display.
We need to all go back and start watching Viking shows that are more closer to reality.
Yep.
And realize how we got from where we are, from where we were to where we are now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, bring you back to reality a little bit because what's going on is not us. And unfortunately, our head that is in the public spotlight speaks for us.
Definitely.
And unfortunately, it does not speak for all of us. It speaks for a very small minority of us, but this is what people see.
Exactly.
And it's not okay. So we need to show that we're not all like this. And I'm sure Iran is the same way. They are not all like this.
No, not at all.
So, we need to remember that.
Mm-hmm.
That, yes, they're heads that are up there doing this. That's what we see. But as a country, are they all like that? No.
They're just normal, everyday people, just like any other
They can't help their leaders.
Just trying to get through life and make a living and raise families. That's all that's what most of the people are doing.
We have to make a difference now for our kids and grandkids. if we stop doing what we do in fear of retaliation, which or bad negative comments, or whatever the case might be, we're done. We just gave in.
Yeah.
No, we don't need to fight. We don't need to be ugly. We don't need to be out there causing issues. We can do it in our own way. And that's what you're doing. So you have to continue doing that.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I said, thanks again. To kind of go back to what I was originally saying, again, thanks again for the advice, guys. I really do appreciate it.
No worries. You be you, Nick.
So with that,
Nikki.
That's all I gotta say. You be you, and if people don't like it, too bad.
Stuff them.
Yeah.
Stuff them.
so with that, I think next week, if we do a show, we'll be talking all about 4th of July, Independence Day, and what led to it, and this, that, and the other, and all the myths and legends of that too.
250 years, the big 250.
Oh shit.
That's
right.
next year.
Let's cut that
Oh, wait,
into
no, that's next year. I'm sorry. What am I saying? You're right.
1776.
I don't know why I thought, because I've seen the movie 1776. What the hell am I thinking about? Now, that's next year.
That's next year.
Yep. One more year.
We're getting there. We're getting there. If
One more year.
we're getting there.
Well, let's see here. That'll be on a Saturday next year.
If America does not become part of Greenland, because
Yeah. Oh, God.
they may take care of that themselves too.
Don't remind me. And I've been talking again with a new investigator from Denmark, because Greenland is Denmark. So I've been talking with somebody about that
Yeah,
recently.
a lot can happen in a year.
It
Yeah,
sure can.
A
It
lot
can.
can happen in a year. All right, folks, we're going to call it a night. Everybody in the audience, thank you for playing along with us and putting up with our shenanigans. And this is episode 155.
My God.
Can you imagine? 155.
Been 45 episodes away from turning 200.
Yeah,
Mhm.
1 year, we're a year away, less than a year.
It's going so fast. And I think this is also, because I know Nikki's been on, I think this might be
Yeah.
Robert's first time on Supernatural Talk, I just realized.
No, I've been on here before.
Nope.
I was going to say,
wait,
no, it's
you're
not.
right, you're right.
Yeah, I forgot. No, you're right. I remember the other time we had you on.
I've been on a couple times.
I'm going to do for this show what I did for the 13th Dimension, go through all the shows and list down all the people that's been on, how many times they've been.
Yeah.
Might come up with some interesting numbers.
Yeah, you
Right.
right.
Yeah.
So, okay, so
All right.
next week we
Time
will
to
be
say goodbye.
talking about Independence Day, and then I believe you guys will be doing PWA after this, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, I'll give both of you guys a call in just a few minutes after we're done with this. I just need to
Okay.
catch my breath, then I'll call you guys then.
No.
Okay, B-boy.
All right. I will bring up this video and take everybody off stream, and then I'll go right into the outro.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, y'all.
See you soon. Bye.
Ciao.